Hey folks, welcome to today's video. This is the first time I will be doing a Call of Duty commentary in probably a decade. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, but today we had a decent game. I happened to be recording and I figured I wanted to share it since I've got a little bit of internet on my data and I'd be able to post it. So first of all, welcome to the video. Thanks for tuning in. As always, if you've enjoyed the content, consider liking and subscribing and dropping a comment. We aren't in any sort of rhythm with uploading content for sure. It's random videos. I understand that. I'm struggling to get everything back on track, but maybe at some point we will. For now, here's a Call of Duty commentary. So this is the new game that's come out. It's Modern Warfare, and I've been playing it quite a lot. Not a fantastically fast player. I've got a bit of a cough at the moment. Hopefully that won't ruin the video. But I've been enjoying getting used to Call of Duty again. I haven't played COD in a long time, and I've had some okay games. I've had some cool moments, some cool shots, but never really put any sort of gameplay together. Been finding it very difficult, whether you want to call it skill-based matchmaking or whatever. Been finding it very difficult to get any kind of streaks. Basically, I'll go 50-50 in the game if I'm playing the objective. So for the past couple of games, I decided to try and play a bit campy, a bit slower, and try and get some streaks going and just kind of get back into COD the way I used to play. Because obviously these days you get used to flying around and zipping around, but actually, sort of the way to play these kind of CODs is a little slower. I actually quite liked it. The class I'm using is just, I think it's an AK with just basically anything that doesn't wreck the ADS speed, and I'm using stuff that gives me recoil. Maybe I'll add the class on at the end if I can be bothered. The point is, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sprint less and I'm trying to check the angles. Now, when I used to play COD, I would never be sprinting around the map full whack and trying to slide cancel and do all of this. This guy on the screen is calling us proper sentinels, which I presume is calling us bots. So that's his insult. We're all bot players, which is interesting. But I've been having joy in just pre-checking corners. So playing a little bit slower, you know, check. Maybe not full send it and full sprint, because you don't have plates. It's not Warzone, you don't have plates. So if that initial bullet hits you, you're basically dead. And so you do have to play a little bit slower. But if you've not been into Call of Duty for a long time like me, then you'll realise that this is kind of how you used to play COD anyway. You just sort of held little pockets and angles, and you know, now I'm controlling this kind of area, and I've been enjoying it. Game-wise, I've done a bit of a review of the game. I think it's really solid. I kind of messed up here. I didn't realise I was 1 kill away from a chopper gunner, and I just dolphin dived into the objective, so that was a mistake. I could have definitely had a chopper gunner. But I've been enjoying it. If you check the top left, I'm getting around 260 FPS, and I'm playing in 1440p. So if you're interested in how I've got the frame rates I've got, I did just do an optimization guide, so you can check that out. This map apparently is going to be getting removed for copyright, kind of how the F1 track was getting removed. Which is a shame, because I actually quite like this map, so hopefully they manage to do something with this map to fix the copyright issues they're having. Because that would be a shame. There aren't that many fantastic maps in this game, and this is alright. This is one of them. So, I'm rocking the combat knife because it lets me move kind of quicker. I've got the sentry gun, chopper gunner, UAV, and I've also got flash grenades, Semtex, and again I'm using the AK and my little, what do they call them, like your bonus perks, your field upgrades. I've got dead silence and a munitions box, or maybe I've just got a munitions box for this one. So what I'm doing right now is we're obviously controlling the full objective, and I'm just skirting the area. You know, I'm playing a lot slower than I normally would do. Normally I'd be trying to get as many kills as possible, but I'd end up dying a lot. So here I'm trying to just hold angles like I used to play in like COD 4 Pro Mod. You know, you push up and you check if anyone's there, and then you wait basically, and you keep checking the corners, and you try to catch the other guy that's sprinting. Doesn't always work. Just to let you know, after this match, I got blasted by skill-based matchmaking, and I went like 10 and 30, and some guy got 50 kills. So the skill-based matchmaking, if we want to touch on that for a little bit, because I know there might be a few COD players watching from my channel that have been moaning about it. I don't dislike the idea of having the games been 50-50 and close and back and forth, but you literally never get to pop off. So you never actually get to see that you're improving. Now, this lobby is a little bit easier, or at least I'm playing a little bit slower, and I was able to, you know, put my new stuff to practice, which I've been working on, because I haven't played COD in about a decade, guys. So dying in 2 bullets and sprinting around and sliding and pre-semtexing, I haven't been doing any of that, and I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I used to be, so I'm a bit slower. So yeah, I do have to play a bit slower, but you can see here I heard somebody, you know, and if you full sprinting it round and full sending it, you can't hear those guys. But I did actually kind of enjoy this playstyle. Some of you would say this is awful, dire camping, but honestly, if you're not playing and checking corners, you're just going to go 50-50, unless you're a complete sick freak of nature at COD, which I am not. But I did just want to post this video to say that I have been enjoying the game. At times, I think it was like 2 days ago, I got in from a bit of work, and I went to come on COD just to chill, and I wasn't enjoying it.
Oh, hello.
I wasn't enjoying it. I was just getting railed over and over again, and I never once had an easy lobby. And I'm not talking easy as in I go 50-0, but where I had a bit of a chance to even get like 4 kill streaks. So I do understand why people get a bit frustrated. Now, this is the first time I've used the chopper gunner, you see, and I didn't realize you only have limited rockets. So yeah, and I'm also now noticing when I look back, I also have a flare system. So it looks like if somebody were to try shoot me down, I can use flares. But what I've done here is it was actually worked out quite well. I'm defending the point with the roof, and they really couldn't come out and capture it. So we just basically got this whole point locked down. And I saw the score was 150 to 66, and I thought to myself, well, I've basically had 2 chopper gunners, so I probably should move around a bit more and get a little bit more action for you guys. And so what I tried to do for this next little section is, rather than just camp for another chopper gunner, I basically tried to have a bit of a run around, and you can see that I've got dead silence. And yeah, it doesn't go as well. You can definitely see, like, when I'm sprinting around, you don't know where all the angles are, you don't know where people are. But I've been enjoying the game, I really have. I play on PC, and nobody I know apart from Joe has got the game, and I played a few games with Joe. But if anyone's bored and just wants to play, you can just link up on the game or something, let me know. Once I've got some of the guns leveled up to the point that I'd like them to be, I think I will probably move to search and destroy. But I am not really leveling the guns up in like the sweaty fashion that people are doing, you know, with like the whole invasion farming and stuff. I'm just playing the game, and if I feel like using an AK, I'll use an AK, and if I feel like using a sniper, I'll use a sniper. I'm not rushing to upgrade my guns. I'm not that keen on Warzone, so I'll probably be playing this. And what I mean by playing this is I've been looking for a game that I can just jump on and chill. That's it. And I might not be the best COD player, obviously. But I do enjoy the fact that I've now got a bit of a shooting game that can come on, because since I haven't played Gears, I haven't played a shooting game at all. There is a third person on this, which is cool. Probably play a little bit more. Probably play a little bit more of that. But for the most part, I've gone to first person, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to go to that bloody guy with the pistol shield lead on the floor. That tilted me a little bit. But I've been enjoying the game. I know we haven't connected in a while. My videos have been here or there, but I've just been doing a lot of different stuff IRL, and I haven't really had the time to kind of make content. And for the past month, to be completely honest with you, I've had no internet. I still don't have any internet. Basically, what I'm using now is I'm tethering a phone contract to my PC, and it's enough to upload, but it's not really enough to stream. To be able to stream now, my internet's gone so poor in my area that I basically have to spend 60 quid on a sort of 4G/5G unlimited data connection, and then obviously I'm using mobile internet, so my ping wouldn't be very good. And once I've connected all the devices into the home on it, it probably wouldn't even be that great. But that's like 60 quid a month extra, and I'll be honest, I don't have 60 quid a month extra just to throw at content when I don't really make anything from it. It doesn't really make sense. But I do miss streaming and chatting to you guys and making videos. So if it's possible, I will try to get that fixed, but it's just a money issue, to be completely honest with you. There's no point pretending like it's something else. That's what it is. I don't have a spare 60 quid a month just to drop on an internet connection for a few videos a week at best on YouTube. It's just the way it is. I don't have a Patreon or, you know, appreciate you boys that have been subscribing on Twitch and stuff. My Twitch is basically dead at this point. I think I've got about 5 subs, and I think I've got about 5 members on YouTube, which I greatly appreciate, but I would never belittle your guys' support, but unfortunately, I just can't afford the 60 quid a month extra for internet, so it is what it is. I'm not putting any pressure on you guys. You guys don't have to do anything. That's a me problem. Eventually, when I get a little bit more work, hopefully I can go ahead and purchase that internet. But the worry is basically that by the time I've got the internet up and running and everything, the channel's dead anyway, so it is what it is. So this gameplay that you're seeing, I'm just kind of holding angles and trying to just practice holding a little pocket. So you can see I'm not pushing out even though I know there's a guy there. I definitely normally push out. I'm just trying to hold these little pockets because I do find I don't have the greatest reaction speed, and if I sprint out everywhere, I just get absolutely railed. So unless I'm sure that nobody's there, I don't really push out, which is how I used to play COD in the old days, because to me that makes sense. You might say it's campy, but if I'm defending the objective like I am here, and I don't know where anybody is, basically if I don't check everywhere, I'm just going to get blasted. So I kind of check below, I check above, I climb up, kill that guy, and then I don't know where anyone is, so I tuck myself in here. And I think I'm going to end up playing a little bit more like this. I did have more fun getting kill streaks because I played a bit slower. And I guess more than just like mindlessly running around, it gave me something to focus on, like keeping the streak up. But I've enjoyed it. I can see it can get repetitive. I can see why these types of games die off.
You're all fucking sentinels. You're all, except for like 2 of you, you're all sentinels.
This guy's calling us a bot. But yeah, that was the game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment. We'll try get some more.
Shit, I see, man.
Yeah,
wasn't easy.
Take it easy.
I love you, but some of your teammates, man, they got that sentinel lifestyle.